Since 1977, Deezee's been manufacturing quality truck accessories in the heartland of America. Whether you're the contractor that relies on us to protect your tools, the farmer in the fields making your work a little easier, the weekend warrior headed out on your next adventure, or maybe you just need a secure step up, Deezee's got it. Visit Deezee.com to discover more.
Hey guys, Craig Dye here, Wilderness System Kayaks. Today, this week, tip of the week, we're talking about my 4 go-to rod and reel setups when kayak fishing. I believe having 3 or 4 rods, maybe 5, is all you need when you're fishing tournaments or just out there trying to catch some bass. A lot of guys like 7, 8, even 10 rods. Not me. 3 or 4. I've always been like that, and I always plan to be like that. So one quick tip. I highly recommend you spend a little more money and get fewer, nicer setups. Having 8 or 10 rods is great, but I think you become more familiar with less rods, so why not spend a little more money and only have 4 or 5. So I'm going to talk about my go-to setups most of the time when I'm fishing. There's multiple techniques for every rod, and I'm going to run through them real fast for you. This is a 7'3" medium heavy spinning rod. I have 20-pound braid on here, and I also have a leader. I have a leader, so if I'm fishing clear water, I can put 12, 15, sometimes 17-pound leader, so those fish don't get spooky. But I throw a fluke on here, I throw a Cinco, I throw finesse jigs, I throw small crankbaits, multiple techniques with this rod. My second rod is a medium action. This is my cranking rod. It's a 7'3" medium. I throw square bills on here, Rapala DT6s, DT10s. Sometimes I'll throw a rattle trap on this rod. This is a 6:4 to 1, not too fast, not too slow ratio, and I got 12-pound line on here. This rod gets used a lot. You know I like to crank a lot, as well as this is a great topwater rod. You can throw a spook on it, a Sammy, that also works well. Also, you can throw small spinner baits. Rod number 3, this is a 7'3" medium heavy action. Now 7'3" might seem like it's a long rod, but with kayaking, being low to the water, having that, a longer rod gives you a little more leverage. Also, for fishing real shallow water, it helps you bring that bait higher in the water column so it's not hitting the bottom all the time. This setup here is kind of a go-to setup for most people. Like I said, medium heavy, 17-pound line. I got a high-speed reel on here. This is chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, Texas rig worm. I could throw a jig on here, throw a buzzbait on here. Pretty much does it all. So that's that one. My last one is a heavier rod. This is my 7-foot. This is a All-Pro SMG heavy. This has got 40-pound braid. I got a high-speed reel. This is for heavy jigs. This is for throwing a frog, for throwing swim baits. I can also do, Texas rig this as well. If I want to throw something a little heavier, 1/2 ounce or 5/8. Big spinner baits are great on this rod. If I want to throw a 1/2 ounce chatterbait, that's fine on this rod. Usually when muddy water with the braid. But I can also tie a leader on here as well if I need to. So that's my 4 rod and reel setups. I use 99% of the time on the kayak. Like I said, less is more when it comes to being in a confined space like a kayak. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll see you on the water.
Since 1977, Deezee's been manufacturing quality truck accessories in the heartland of America. Whether you're the contractor that relies on us to protect your tools, the farmer in the fields making your work a little easier, the weekend warrior headed out on your next adventure, or maybe you just need a secure step up, Deezee's got it. Visit Deezee.com to discover more.